Alright, so today we are starting off from where we left off yesterday. I told you I would come back. Now, I've worked out this morning. I've slept in this wig overnight. And this is what the hairline looks like right now. So we're going to get into all the details. I'm going to show you guys how I touch it up because right now everything is kind of flat and kind of stuck. So I'm going to show you guys how I fix that. If you are new to my channel, my name is Marie. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. And to everyone who is not new, also thank you for joining me. I hope you guys will come back and join me for more videos. So this wig is absolutely amazing. I did a full detailed video yesterday showing you guys how I install my wig from start to finish. It was a talk through. So if you have not seen that video, make sure you go check out that video. It's very, very detailed. But this is what the wig is looking like today after my workout, after sleeping. Now, I told you guys yesterday we wasn't going to do any styling in that video, so I haven't curled the wig. I haven't done any styling. This wig is from AF Sister Wig. I will be sure to link it below, and I will also put all of the styling tools down in the description box for you guys. The first thing I'm going to do before I get into the styling is to touch up the hairline and fix any flaws. So right now, as you can see, the hairline is stuck. Like, it's still stuck down very well. I'm just going to take my edge brush and I'm going to brush it up. You can take a regular brush like this if you would like to and just kind of go like that. Be gentle. You don't want to pull up the lace. But what we're doing here is just getting rid of the... well, not getting rid of, but we're kind of getting the areas that stuck down to the lace and to the forehead, getting the hair to kind of be free from that glue. And instead of going through the whole process that I did yesterday, you don't need to do that. So if you have an area that's lifted, you just want to take it and kind of flatten it down. Take the spray, squirt, just a little bit. Don't use too much. And then instantly blow dry it until it's completely dry. Now, you don't want to create a mess because if you put too much, it's going to turn white. You don't want that. So just make sure you are applying it evenly. This side is pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to change my parting. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change my parting and do a side part. And with this wig, you can do so much. I didn't have to do any tweezing to the hairline. If you've seen yesterday's video, you guys know that this wig came straight out the box, ready to wear. And you can part it anywhere you want to around the lace. So you can do a side part, you can do a middle part, you can pull it back into a ponytail, you can pull it up into a half up, half down. Check out my previous videos. I'm gonna pop it out here. I have two videos. I have a workout hairstyle video, and then I have just hairstyling videos if you want to know how to style. Because I have been sweating in the hair, I don't want to take it off and wash it right now because I just washed it like yesterday before I installed it, so I don't want to do that right now. I did loosen my strap in the back, so I'm gonna tighten that first. I'm gonna take some dry shampoo. I'm gonna spray it all over the hair before I curl. I'm going to take a brush and I'm just going to brush that through. Now, you guys can see how flat the hair looks because of, you know, me sleeping, not styling it, and working out. So today I'm just going to add some sexiness to this hair if I can. I love these shorter lengths like this because they look really natural, especially when you do nothing to it. Keep that in mind. I mean, long lengths are fun to me, but at the same time, I'm working out very hard, and then like when it comes to sleeping in my wigs, if I need to prepare, the shorter lengths are very comfortable. So I'm going to take my T3 curler. Looks like this. You guys know I love this curler. I'm going to curl the hair, and this will also show you guys if this hair can hold a curl, so that's great too. Ooh, look at that. In the last video, if you use the tips that I gave you guys when it comes to the install, you will have the best install. Take the time to watch the video because everything is there. Everything is there, and I'm answering the questions. I'm giving you guys very informative tips. That's why I share my tips with you all, not just to show off wigs, but I'm here to just also help you where even if you get a wig, and I have gotten wigs that look bad, and I show you guys how to make them look great. So I have so many different tips and tricks, and really it's just learning your technique, learning what works for you, what looks good on you. I feel like AF Sister Wig have stepped up their game when it comes to their wig quality, and I can always appreciate that. But I encourage y'all to drop me some questions if you have, you know, things that you want to know when it comes to styling wigs, or tips that you feel like you need. The only way I can know is if you guys interact with me and you tell me what's going on. And this right here that I'm creating is one of my favorite hairstyles. It's like my go-to hairstyle, just because it don't take much time. But I think later on this week I'm gonna come back to you guys with some colored wigs. I know we're getting closer to Halloween. Not sure if you guys even celebrate Halloween. Do you guys celebrate Halloween? I do have some styles that are really pretty when it comes to color. Yeah, this is what everything's looking like right now. Let's go to the top. For this side, I'm not going to give too much detail to. I'm just going to take this section here and curl it all at once. And then I'm going to take some hair mousse and kind of clean up around the hairline. And like I told you all yesterday, I don't like going back with the spray just because I don't want a buildup on my hairline. So hair mousse is like the touch up product for me. Again, take that sleigh band and we're going to lay down that hairline again to make sure everything lays flat. And then I'm just going to smooth the top part of the hair with the rest of the hair mousse. Now, I didn't tell you guys this at the beginning, but if you do sweat a lot when you're working out, you want to make sure you dry your hair under the wig. So while I'm drying the hairline, I go in with the dryer like right here in these areas to make sure that my wig, to make sure my hair underneath is getting dry also. And if you have the adjustable straps like me, girl, just lift that wig up and hold it. Just hold the dryer just like this and just let it blow on cool air till it dries. There you have it. The hairline is still laid down really well. The hair is, again, if you have not seen the install, make sure you go watch that video. If you want to see what contact lenses I was wearing in my last video, make sure to check out this video to pop out right here. Guys, we are back for the reinstall. A lot of you wanted to know if my wig application would be the same if I was going to reinstall my wig. You also wanted to know how to hide the lace where the thinner part of the hairline is. So I'm on my way to go to my workout session, but I need to reinstall my wig because I took it off last night. I was just like, this needs to come off because I'm tired and I'm just, you know how that goes. But I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the same wig today. So the quick answer to, is my technique the same when I apply my wig as it is if the lace was cut or uncut? And the answer is yes, but there are some things I do differently. So let's begin because I got to get out this door, you guys. But the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is As you guys can see, the hairline is like all over the place. So I'm going to take my hot comb and push it back so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Now, I haven't washed this wig again. Like I told you guys in the first video, you want to make sure you are able to see that hairline, the lace. Now, as you can see, I have some flakes and different things there. We'll fix that in a second. So I'm just taking the hair and holding the lace here and just pulling it in an upward motion. So I'm going to position the wig again, but before I do, I want to kind of clean up this area. So what I'm going to do is take some water and spray it on this area here just a little bit, and then kind of wipe it. You never want to have buildup when you're doing your reinstall, because you don't want the hairline to look white. Sometimes if I'm going to reinstall, I also just wash just the hairline of the wig to get the residue off instead of the whole wig if the wig isn't, you know, messy or anything, because if you don't, you can end up with a cast, like a white cast around the hairline. So I'm just taking some water around this really fast just to get rid of any residue that's on the lace. And you can use a washcloth. I would recommend using a washcloth for this, or like I said, just running it underneath some water. And it also like gets off the makeup if you have any like product on the hair or anything, kind of cleans that up too. And that's what I love about the wig adhesive sprays. They are water soluble, so it's easy to come off the lace with a little bit of soap, a little bit of water, just depending on how heavy the residue is. But normally if it is a heavy residue on there, like if you use a lot, just use soap and water and rinse the hairline area underneath the sink. I want to go ahead and tighten the adjustable straps in the back to make sure that the wig don't go all over the place. This is the same thing that I would do if I didn't cut the lace. And then of course you want to make sure the hair is out of the way. So I've already pinned the hair back, so I'm just make sure it's pinned back enough. And then of course line it up with the hairline. Separate that ear area. Make sure it's behind there correctly. And then I'm going to take the Even Wonder lace and spray just like I did with the lace cut. And the one thing I really like about the sprays compared to the actual wig adhesive glue is you can't do this with glue. You cannot do this with wig adhesive glue. However, if your wig install is already installed, like a regular adhesive, you can use these sprays to touch up any lace that may lift. So I'm just doing the same exact thing around this hairline, making sure to only spray on the lace and then rub it into the areas where I want it, and make sure to like get those, see how that's sticking up, make sure to put some right there too, because you don't want that. And again, take the dryer, 20 seconds on cool air. The key here is to get it where it's not wet, it's more sticky. And then you're gonna take your sleigh band, and if you don't want the lace to show, you definitely want, even if you dry this completely like this, sometimes the lace can still be visible. So the whole thing is to melt that lace. You want the lace to melt with the skin so that you won't see it. If your lace is melted properly, and by doing that, I mean pressed into the skin properly, you should not see the lace with this type of wig, because this wig has the most undetectable lace on the wig. So as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see right now. See how you can see the lace? This is what we don't want. So I'm going to use my sleigh band, put it on the edge, right on the edge, you guys. Take it around and put it as tight to the point where it's not uncomfortable. And we're gonna let this sit for 15 minutes. You can dry it for 5 minutes and then let it sit for an additional 10 minutes. Now, I will say this, the longer you let the sleigh band sit, the more it presses and melts that lace into the skin. So this works. If you follow these steps, it definitely works. You have to follow the steps the way I showed them to you, and you can get the best results. And also be sure to let me know if it works out for you, definitely. Okay, so that's all, as you guys can see. Again, now it's laid really flat, and because this is a reinstall, it's not going to look clean and perfect. Of course, I have to go back and do what I did, fixing the hairline after the application. If you want to know how I do that, make sure to go check out yesterday's video. All that information is in there. That's basically it, you guys. I'm ready to go. So I hope you guys found this video very helpful. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all back on the next video. Mwah.